here and make yourself useful.
Oh, you don't get an offer like that every day. What can I do for you, ma'am?
Will you just... I was washing my windows, and now I can't get this stupid screen back in.
Oh, shit, one of these old things.
Yeah, you know, it won't slide in.
Well, let me give her a go.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Oh, don't ask.
He running around on her?
No.
Money troubles?
No.
What happened then?
Well, they were having issues in...
What?
Problems, and...
What does that mean?
They weren't...
They weren't what?
They weren't...
Oh, they weren't oinky, oinky,
yes,
oinky.
you stop that.
Why, you getting excited?
I have to run back home, back to the farm.
Why?
There's something I have to help with.
What?
Just a thing with the turkeys.
Until you know you're getting half of everything, don't you do a thing.
I'm the only one who knows how to do it, okay?
Well, let Darren figure it out.
He can't.
Why not?
Because I have to go collect sperm from a bunch of birds. He can't even manage to get them hard.
Welcome back to Midday. We're down at the Sagebrush Theatre this afternoon, where The Birds and the Bees is now underway. This runs through until February 3rd, and we're speaking to two of the main actors of this show. We have Gail, played by Nicola Lippman, and on the far side, Earl, played by John Jarvis. How are you guys doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Good. I'm going to elect you, Nicola, to tell us a little bit about this performance and what the plot entails.
The plot involves two couples, an older couple and a younger couple. Mother, daughter, younger daughter, and guy who works across the street, and young guy who daughter meets. But if I tell you any more than that, it might, you know, give it away.
It might ruin it. John, your character seems to be a bit sexually charged. Do you want to talk about that?
He is a romantic no, he's not a Lothario. He's a man who delights he delights in the company of women, and he explores love in many fashions and considers himself to be quite a remarkable lover, a lover that can excite women and feels a kind of confidence, but these relationships don't seem to last too long. So he is ultimately...
The operative words being considers himself to
considers
be.
himself. And it's always odd because really his soulmate lives right across the road and he doesn't really see the forest for the trees.
And neither does she.
Well, neither does she.
Yeah.
So we're not allowed to know how this unfolds between you guys, obviously, because you got to come down and watch it. Yeah. Tell me about your daughter. What's her situation? She's recently broken up with her person.
Recently broken up with her husband, and she's. I think one of the interesting things about it is that she is. A middle-aged. She's not like really young. She's a woman who's, you know, not middle-aged, but she's in her 30s. And a lot of women in their 30s it's the new 20, you know. And so she's that, it's about that. It's about what happens when you split when you're 30 and instead of 60, say. And so she's... Yeah, I think that's what is great about her character, too, is that she's looking for love, too.
And the pressure that women of that age begin to feel. Will you ever have a baby? Will you ever have a child? Yeah. And it adds so much on to whether a relationship is going to work or not. And
will you find someone?
Will you find someone?
Okay.
And what about the bee data keeper? What is his role? His name is Ben in the play, I think?
His name is Benjamin, and he's a student who's at a university nearby, and Gail is a beekeeper, and he's doing research on bees. So he offered her beehives for him to work at, and thereby he meets Naomi. He meets Sarah, the daughter. Okay. And...
So lots of interpersonal relationship development going on in this performance.
Well, yeah, I mean, I live right across the road, and our respective spouses had an affair, fell in love, and left us. So let's not give it away. Well, not let the cat out of the bag, but I had to do that. That's so it's been 20 years of isolation. Yet I'm the farmer, helps out on the farm around here. Don't really politically sit on the same side of the fence as the beekeeper and the new age that's coming that says we got to replenish these fields with flowers and pollen and help the bees. And I'm trying to grow corn and these I'm giving it all away here, but it's. I think the difference between in today's world and the struggle between those trying to keep organic fields and those trying to grow more crops for more people using products to help plants last through frosts and drought is a great struggle, which a lot of people find very interesting in the kind of political undertones of the piece.
And lots of comedy in this. I mean, in the short 5-minute segment we watched, I was laughing out loud a few times. Yeah.
It's funny. It's a wonder. That's the wonderful thing about it, is you've got these 4 very real people, but it's so funny. It's so true to life. You know, yeah, it's very funny.
Okay, so we'll leave the plot and let's talk a little bit about your past history, Nicola. You've been in Kamloops before for Driving Miss Daisy. I interviewed you then. Good to be back.
Very wonderful. It was different kind of weather when I was here, and it's so beautiful now in the winter. It's fantastic.
It's supposed to snow soon. So.
That's okay. That's all right. But I'm sure all the skiers will be really happy. Yeah, I love it.
Good. John, what about you? You're from Toronto. This is your first kick at the can with Western Canada?
No, with Western Canadian Theatre Company. Yeah, a few years ago, I was down at the Caravan. Had a remarkable summer around Armstrong. But yeah, coming into the interior of BC, it's a first for me. It's beautiful. I wake up every morning nestled in the mountains in this beautiful valley, and it's different from looking out at the skyscrapers of Toronto.
Right. So. It is. So tell me this: what do you think the audience will leave with after taking in an hour-and-a-half performance like this? There's going to be a lot of laughter. What are you hoping they'll leave with besides that, Nicola?
I think there's a kind of a release that this play allows people. It kind of allows people to think about. It takes people to an edge, to a place of laughter and understanding and enjoying people's problems and people's physical relationships too. And yet it's a comedy and it's fun, and so I think people leave feeling really elevated.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
I think we're thinking last night for people that are older to see 2 romantic characters in their 60s on stage having a grand old time, letting it all loose. I think for some people walk and go, I ought to just let it loose. Gosh, life is finding somebody and showing sides of yourself and finding honesty between the 2 difficulties that can usually nurture a truth between 2 people and have fun at it and be still kind of sexy.
Yeah, and yeah. I was just going to say that we tend to, sometimes relationships tend to get harder and more repressive, and one wants to feel that love is out there, and to know that somebody loves you and that you love somebody, you can say it. It's a very it's just something that makes you feel good about yourself and about everything. So I think people will like that.
Yeah.
People leave on an up note.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, you guys. We're out of time. I want to say thank you to the both of you for making time. Break a leg. I'm sure it's going to go fabulously. So thank you for making time.
Wonderful.
Good.
All right. Again, Birds and the Bees playing now at the Sagebrush Theatre through until February 3rd. You can get tickets at kamloopslive.ca. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.
You know, I'm not surprised. You ever taken a look at those jeans Darren wears? Skin-tight, fancy-ass designer jeans. Any guy who wears jeans like that is obviously trying to compensate for something.
Is that so?
And now we know what it is he's compensating for. Sounds like his turkey no worky. You don't see me wearing jeans like that.
No, Earl. No, you don't.
Who the hell's that?
Who?
Some guy coming down the laneway there on a bicycle.
Oh, that's Benjamin. He's here to collect his data.
Oh, what?
The bees.
Oh, one of them.
It's research for the university. They've asked me to participate in a study. He's a very clever young man.
Looks like he's coming in, eh?
What? Why?
Hello? Mrs. Bickers?
It's Ms.
Miss, sorry.
Hello, Benjamin. Is there something you need?
May I please use your washroom?
Of course. It's up here.
Sorry. Thank you. It's a pretty long ride from town, and I'm on a juice cleanse right now. You know, carrot juice, beet juice, wheatgrass, ginger. It's really great. I feel amazing, but it was all liquid, so... oh, sorry.
But you gotta go, you gotta go. You need new windows, eh?
Oh, and who's going to pay for them?
Not my fault you took early retirement to try and save your sinking ship.
I stopped working because the bees needed my full attention. And ship wouldn't be sinking if it wasn't for you cash crop guys using seed-coated and pesticides, these neonicotinoids.
You're so convinced that's it, eh?
Earl, I can show you the reports. It's all there in black and white.
If you got all the answers, why are you participating in this study? So this kid can tell you what you want to hear?
No, I'm doing it for science.
We both know he's on your side.
And how do we know that?
He biked here, Gail, from town on the highway. There's only two reasons you ride a bike on that road. You got a death wish, or you're some kind of hippy-dippy, tree-hugging, juice-drinking, save the bees freak.
Thank you. Sorry. Thanks.
Yeah.